Oh, let's look at the mindset of the median voter now that we covered some of the patterns in New York. We compiled profiles of American voters and asked people who they think each voted for in the 2024 election. What do you think James voted for? Yeah, the American Survey Center from the American Enterprise Institute. How did Americans vote for in 2024? A lot of you say, I don't game, and you're wrong. Show personal views. Favors allowing gay and lesbian couples to marry legally. Opposes government offering parents vouchers to send their children to private or religious schools or to a public charter school of their choice. Thinks abortion should be illegal in most cases. Who do you think he voted for? Who do you think James voted for? I'm going to say Donald Trump. He's not my favorite person, and I don't believe he's even a great choice for a presidential candidate, but he was significantly better than Kamala Harris. I could never vote for someone who believes in killing unborn babies. Samantha, black female, age 30. Favors the government offering parents vouchers to send their children. I mean, this is Kamala Harris. Thinks too many people are easily offended these days because of the language others use. I voted for Kamala Harris because of her economic policies and plans to support working voters. Yeah. Sarah, AAPI, female. Favors making it more difficult to access pornography on the internet. Oop. Favors tougher laws and regulations to protect the environment, even if it raises prices or costs and jobs. Thinks abortion, Kamala Harris. Oh, did not vote. Wrong. Joe, Hispanic male, 33. Opposes allowing gay and lesbian couples to marry legally. Favors making use of marijuana legal. Opposes deporting all immigrants who are living in the U.S. illegally back to their home country. I think I would have said Joe, Hispanic male. Wait, what? Opposes allowing gay and... Wait, what? Opposes allowing gay and lesbian couples to marry legally. Favors making the use of marijuana legal. Opposes deporting all immigrants who are living in the U.S. illegally back to their home country. That's not Kamala Harris. That's a did not vote, right? I mean, demographic-wise, this is a lock for Donald Trump. But then this is Donald Trump's signature policy. So I'm going to go with Donald Trump. Yep, he's not a politician, but a good businessman. Come on. Come on. Chatters, have you forgotten? Did we forget? Lest you forget. Anyway, let's keep going. Monica, black female, 43, opposes tougher laws and regulations to protect the environment, even if it raises prices or costs jobs. Thinks abortion should be legal in most cases, Kamala Harris. Thinks the government today cannot afford to do much to help the needy. Yeah. She was working for the middle class America. She's not rich, and she set out to protect people like me to help build a better future for families. When people are bigots, their bigotry wins over any other social or economic beliefs they have. Wrong. Here's why that's wrong. Are you ready for this? Bigotry is a very important tool in the tool belt of the reactionary, but it's only an important tool in the tool belt of the reactionary if the opposition, in this case, the Democratic Party, is not actually pushing for a comprehensive and, dare I say, radical agenda for economic prosperity. That's it. Because even a racist person is like, well, I need housing. You know, even a racist person thinks, well, I need healthcare. If one side was just saying, we're going to give everybody housing, we're going to give everybody healthcare. It doesn't matter if you're a racist, doesn't matter if you're a black person, doesn't matter if you're a trans person. That's how you could captivate the largest group of voters. That's it. People in many circumstances turned around and voted for Trump because, you know, they had racist predispositions, but Donald Trump used the economic situation to his advantage to farm the malleable racist masses to think that it was the undocumented Guatemalan that was responsible for the economic hardships that they were experiencing. That is the major responsibility of the Democratic Party, the major failure of the Democratic Party. Demi Charm says, no, voters don't want black people to get anything, so they vote against free programs. This is not wrong. You are not wrong at all. You are absolutely correct. Lee Atwater agrees with you. The difference is, however, the solution, rather, to this argument is universality. Means-tested policies that the Democrats present oftentimes end up disproportionately targeting black people, and that's how you get the dumb hicks who hate black people to say, oh, well, if they cut welfare, they're hurting black people, so I'll vote for that. But if this wasn't means tested, if this was a universal program, then they would go, you know, I hate black people, but also I kind of want a house, you know? So that's it. Means tested programs create enmity for no reason. That's it. That's why you got to say, no, everybody gets health care, even racist people, okay? There's a saying in the South that I'm fond of, a white man will shit his pants if he thinks a black man will have to smell it. Fair, but you can overcome that, is my point. Continue to perpetuate hate and include your racist in the downturn, you suck. Wait, what? I think a lot of people fail to consider this is not like a one-stop perfect solution. Like racism is still going to exist. You can clearly point to like rich people whose material problems have been solved and yet they still want to be racist, right? But the goal here is to make it so that the underlying material harms that create volatility, that create instability, that create enmity are solved. So it's much harder for people to become the well-read and financially successful racists. That is the goal, because ultimately white supremacy is a tool of the capitalists, and the weapon that they wield towards victims of white supremacy is still class warfare. Is there such a thing as well-read racists? Yes, of course. Like wealthy, well-read people can be objectively racist. I mean, look at J.D. Vance. He went to like some of the top institutions in the country. Look at Ben Shapiro. Look at Tucker Carlson. There are a lot of people like that. Anyway, Michael is 24-year-old black male, opposes allowing gay and lesbian couples to marry, opposes tougher laws and regulations to protect the environment, even if it raises prices or cost jobs, thinks too many people are easily offended. Oh, this is Donald Trump voter. I'm black and it don't matter anyway. They do what they want. When it comes to my race in America, we have no choice. God damn, I thought this would be, I was wrong. Anna, white female 26, Trump. Actually, I don't know. We'll see. Favors making it more difficult to access pornography on the internet. Favors tougher laws and regulation to protect the environment, even if it raises prices or costs jobs. Thinks too many people are easily offended these days over the language that others use. Donald Trump. I voted for him because I didn't think Kamala should have been included in the race. She wasn't in it from the beginning. She was thrown in the last minute when Biden decided to step down. She wasn't the people's choice from the start. Sam, white male 34, favors allowing gay and lesbian couples to marry legally. Thinks abortion should be legal in most cases. Thinks too many people are easily offended these days. Kamala Harris. I did not like either candidate, but Trump was a huge concern for me and my beliefs so far during his second term. The worries I had about him have been correct. Andrew, white male 38, favors making the use of marijuana legal. Thinks abortion should be legal in most cases. Thinks too many people are easily offended these days over the language that others use. Donald Trump. Now you might be thinking to yourself, why did these two people come up side by side? It's a little bit metagaming here, okay? But I knew I knew just off vibes alone that Sam was a ultra lib and Andrew, on the other hand, was right wing. Now this is randomized, but how did I clock it? The order is random. I know. I just luckily had these two people with the same exact opinions. One voting for Kamala Harris, one voting for Donald Trump. The thing is, this not only speaks to the mindset of the median voter, but this also speaks to the lack of issue-specific messaging on both sides of the aisle, especially on the Democratic Party side. Do you understand? That is the reason why someone can be like, I want legal marijuana and I think Trump will do it. Or I want abortion should be legal in most cases and I don't think Trump is anti-abortion. Daniel, black male 31, favors making it more difficult to access pornography on the internet. Favors deporting all immigrants who are living in... By the way, this one sucks because this doesn't mean anything. As a matter of fact, many of these don't mean anything, especially because the reflection or the weight that people place on these opinions is wrong. And also the assessment that they're making on which candidate favors these policy provisions over the next is also wrong. That's why it's meaningless. Do you understand? And Daniel is lying about porn. Favors deporting all immigrants who are living in the U.S. illegally back to their home country. Thinks abortion should be legal in most cases. Donald Trump. The economy and immigration were my reasons for voting for Donald Trump. Easy. John, white male 30, opposes making it more difficult to access pornography on the internet. Favors allowing gay and lesbian couples to marry legally. Favors deporting all immigrants who are living in the U.S. illegally back to their home country. Thinks abortion should be illegal in most cases. That's Donald Trump voter. This is a crazy one because he's a gooner. He's a gooner who wants gay and lesbians to marry, but wants mass deportation and wants abortion to be illegal. Yeah. He's not a career politician. He's a successful businessman. The country should be run like a business. Easy lock. Dumbest guy out there. I hate that argument. Jessica, white female 32, opposes deporting all immigrants who are living in the U.S. illegally back to their home country. Thinks abortion should be legal in most cases. Thinks the government should do more to help needy. Oh, Kamala Harris. I didn't have increasingly strong feelings about her as a candidate, but for me, the very real and dangerous cons of Donald Trump being president outweighed any other factor. Isabella, Hispanic female 33, opposes allowing gay and lesbian couples to marry. So anti-gay and lesbian marriage. Favors mass deportation. Isabella, who is Hispanic herself, thinks abortion should be legal in most cases. This is a tricky one. Demographically speaking, this could go either way, but weighs in Trump's favor to a certain degree. The abortion one is not a goner for Trump, though. That's the point. Like, clearly, if I'm gonna go crazy with it, I'm gonna say did not vote. It was Trump. Most important reason is because immigrants coming to America getting all the help and others that have been here never got nothing. Antonio, Hispanic male, 45. Opposes the government offering parents vouchers to send their children to private or religious schools. Opposes deporting all immigrants living in the U.S. illegally. Thinks the government should do more to help. Oh, Kamala Harris. What? I voted Trump out of support for Israel in the Second Amendment? Antonio, what the heliante? Are you what? I'm done. I'm done. It's over. I'm done. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Is this Antonio Brown? Pump fake so hard. I'm literally in orbit. Okay. I'm on a spaceship. I'm on a motherfucking spaceship, dude. I'm actually out of orbit. You fell for the Wemby pump fake, brother. This is, I mean, he pumped it so hard. Can you even call this a pump fake? This is like, you need to study this man's mind. You need to capture Antonio and just relinquish control to the medical community, because I don't understand how you have these opinions and then go, well, guess what? Donald Trump is strong for Israel. I got CTE from his CTE induced conditions. Sadie, white female, 25. Favors allowing gay and lesbian couples to marry legally. Favors tougher laws and regulations to protect the environment, even if it raises the price of cost of jobs. Thinks abortion should be legal in most cases. Kamala Harris, or did not vote. What? America needs a change for the better of our economy. I cannot afford to live. I'm tired of financially struggling no matter what we do. What the hell? Oh my God. Sophia, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. That's 3 L's in a row. I'm done. How is this possible? Sophia opposes allowing anti-gay marriage, opposes anti-mass deportation, thinks people need to be more careful about the language they use to avoid offending people. Okay, dude. I mean, this is ridiculous. It also has to be Kamala Harris, but it's a pump fake and it's actually going to be Donald Trump again, right? Or didn't vote. Yeah, there it is. I didn't believe either candidate was right for the job, and I didn't feel putting my name behind either one of them. God damn, dude. I got 5 wrong. You correctly guessed 11 out of 16. Yeah, no, this is real. This is real. This is real. Yeah, we taught this chimpanzee to understand the median voters' politics, and he hanged himself.